And we are back. What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the State of Mind podcast. And this is episode number 6. And on today's show, I got a chance to sit down with an incredibly talented man by the name of Ronaldo Kandume. And if you guys are wondering who he is, like really curious as to who he is, well, here's what I want you to do. Head over into the description right now, click on the link to his Instagram page, and be blown away. The man is an amazing violinist, and he definitely caught my attention when he did a cover of one of my favorite songs, which is probably you guys' favorite song too, which was Mamela from Mikasa, and it just sounded great. I don't know what else to say, but it was just awesome. And after watching that clip, I just had to reach out, and by the grace of God, he came through, and we just had a really, really great conversation. Really down to earth dude. Because we just touched on basically how he got started with the violin to where he is right now in his career and future plans. And really so much more we touched on. And I'm just glad he could come on and share that with us. And I hope you guys enjoy it too, because I look at him, or I look at anyone really who just picks up a hobby without not necessarily even having any kind of background and just begins to excel. That right there is really inspirational and motivating, because it just tells me whenever you apply your mind to something and wanting to be great at it, you will be great at it. However, there are other contributing factors, which is hard work, dedication, and patience. And I see that with him, and I just can't wait to see what's next for him, because he's so young, and right now the sky is the limit. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this episode.
It's not far from you.
That's not at all there. Okay. Anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the State of Mind podcast, and today, as always, I would say this is a special guest, but this is more somewhat of a talented person, I must say myself. And I'm actually glad he's here. He's here to share a couple of stories, here to share everything that I have in mind, actually, having stock to ask him. So anyways, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you guys to Mr. Ronaldo. How you doing, my man?
Good, man. How you doing?
Awesome, man. First of all, like everybody else, I'd like to say thank you for actually even responding. That's number one. Yeah, I know people have their own attitudes or their own way of thinking, but thank you so much for coming here. You didn't have to, but the fact that you are here, it means a lot. And with that being said, I cannot stress how I don't want to waste your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really don't want to waste your time. So I really want to thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man. So for those that don't know, man, who is Ronaldo?
Well, Ronaldo is a boy, I guess, or a man that plays the violin.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what everyone knows me for in Namibia. So I'm a violinist, basically.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the most interesting part about you, actually. Mm-hmm. Like, what got you into violin? Like, what really drew you to the violin?
I get that question a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The thing is, I actually didn't even know about music and stuff. Mm-hmm. So what happened was, there was one, I think it was a Thursday afternoon. A friend of mine, we lived in the same street in Tumip. Okay. We have a music school called the Arts Performance Center, whereby they teach so many instruments and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So he used to go there. I think he went for about a year or something. I was busy playing soccer with him one afternoon after school, and he was like, "No, there's this place they teach musical instruments. Let's go check it out." And I was like, "Okay, fine, let's go." Barefoot, dirty. Decided to run to the place. Okay, we went there. And then we walked in. I really can't, till today, I won't forget that. It's beautiful, man. Mm-hmm. Like when you just take your first step into that place, it's green. They have like African hats all over, and there are so many instruments. There are kids playing here, kids being taught and stuff like that. So we walked in, and then they always assign someone that helps you, that guides you, tells you, no, these are the classes for this and that and that. You can get this instrument there, what. So we walked in, then we went. I think there were like 14 hats at the time, each hat having its own different instrument. So we walked. First hat, you find the trumpet, then you go to the second one, you find the marimbas, then you find harps, you find guitars, you find pianos. And then we went to, I think, hat number 8. That was the biggest one there. And there was violin. So what really caught or like took my attention was I saw a small kid, like a very, very young girl. She was busy playing. I think it was a piece from Mozart, one of those small little.
Okay.
Yeah, the kid is just there and she's looking nice and she's in. I think that was the first connection. So when I saw that, I didn't even want to continue anymore. I really didn't continue at all. I stopped there. Yeah, I stopped. And then I asked the teacher. Then she was like, no, you can come back tomorrow. Just go get yourself an application form. It's for free. It's not a problem. Come tomorrow at 2 o'clock and I'll start teaching you. And then that's where it all started.
Damn.
That was 10 years ago.
That was 10 years ago. So that was 2009?
9, 10, yeah.
Man.
Towards the end of 9, I think.
So originally you're from Tsumeb?
I'm born in Oshibarango.
Okay.
But I lived in Tsumeb all my life. And then I moved to Windhoek.
So I'm going to assume you're schooling in Tsumeb, yeah?
Yes. From primary to secondary.
And what's the institution called? So
the Arts Performance Center.
Oh, just Arts Performance
Center, yeah.
Arts Performance Center.
APC for short.
Okay, APC. Nice, man. So apart from the violin, so that's the only thing that actually like caught your attention.
Yeah, that was the only thing that caught my attention at the beginning. But I played many other instruments. I mean, it's a whole music school.
Yeah, of course.
So I tried out trumpet, marimba, all those many instruments. I can still do the basics, but the violin for me was just the one. Yeah. Like when I just started playing it, I think it was just called, it was a calling because, I stopped at that hard. I could not continue anymore. So it was the first instrument I ever played, and it's the only instrument that I really fell in love with.
Nice, man.
To see.
Look, man, before we got on air, I was actually telling you that it's rare to see a black man playing an instrument.
It really is.
Especially a violin, because the way I see it, or the way I've noticed people talk about certain things like that, it's not normal for us, apparently,
Yeah.
But I just wanted to know, what were the feedback or the reactions you got when your friends or just other people found that you were playing violin?
Okay, in let's say in primary school and stuff, it wasn't really that much of a big thing. So they didn't really mind. There was no funny
making jokes,
jokes and whatnot. But then when you get to high school, you know how it gets. Yeah, now they want you to. You're like, no. Every afternoon you go to APC. You're gonna go spend time there, 2 to 5. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. And let me put this out here. Yeah, that place, it makes you. It keeps you so busy that you don't have time for nonsense. So like in terms of nonsense is drinking,
the unnecessary
stealing,
stuff,
the unnecessary stuff. Yeah, as a high school kid.
Yeah.
So it always kept me busy, and then you'd always get judged because people want you to be a certain way. Yeah. Basically, they want you to be naughty. They want you to do funny things and stuff. But then I was just always focused on after school, 2 o'clock, APC, go home. That was like my life. So during the high school days, it was, you get judged and stuff a bit. But then when I came to Windhoek, I actually saw that I started inspiring people. Yeah. Like I definitely started inspiring people. So with Windhoek, it was more positive. Let me say, people started falling in love with music, the bookings, all those things. So it was just during the high school days where they were like, why are you doing that and stuff. But yeah.
And something I always say, when you find like your purpose, something that really puts joy in your heart, it's alien to other people because they are followers. They enjoy doing what everyone else is doing.
Everyone is doing it. That's true.
It's so sad, man.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. So your childhood, you were never like musically talented, from what you can remember.
The only person that also played, my sister also played violin.
Okay.
She was the only one that was basically connected to music in the family. Oh. So I don't know how it came about that the talent or the talent is also there. So I really don't know. Probably somewhere in the grandparents and stuff. But then we were not a musical.
Like driven.
We were not very musical. So I always ask myself, like, how did you? And when you're talented, like you really know that this is for me. Yeah. Because you play and you practice and you're like, okay, I can do it. Sometimes people struggle, and then that's when they realize that no, let me try something else. But for me, ever since day one, this was the only instrument like I've never stopped with. So yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So you come into Windhoek, and that was, what year was it?
2016.
Okay. You're here in 2016. So you see, what was like okay, so I see you came in 2016. You're actually like inspiring people because you.
Okay,
you,
no. Let me not say 2016 itself. Let me when I came from Ventuk, from Tumeb.
Yeah.
2016 was basically for studies.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have my own violin by then as well.
Oh, okay.
So I still used the one from the music school when I would go for weekends or holidays or anything. So let's say the push, the highlight.
Yeah.
Basically was towards 2017, the end of it. It's October, November. There was a day. I just called up a friend, Jack Domingo. He takes videos and stuff. Okay,
sounds familiar.
Yeah, he takes videos and stuff. And then I was like, no, there's this song I wanna try. Let's go shoot something. And then I was like, no, come at 5 Maroa rooftop. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay. And then we did a cover by Techno B. Okay. And that's now when things now started.
So that was like the breakthrough.
That was the break. That was basically the break. Like that was the how social media.
Yeah, social media.
So when they saw that, they were like, "Oh my god, that video trended like
really how many views? Do you remember how many views?
I don't know. I really don't. But it was crazy. It was really crazy. Yeah.
I should find that.
Yeah, it was one of the first videos I ever made, and it was a wow. After that, it was just bookings and people wanting to work and.
Because I see you actually do a lot of corporate events, eh?
I do.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
Yeah, that's a bit strange.
Yeah, that's this thing just came in it.
Damn, man. How are you coping with the whole COVID situation? Because
the thing is, it's very difficult for everyone. It really is, because you get used to always being busy and stuff, and then now all of a sudden something just comes and it's a virus, and then we need to be in crowds, we need to be associating with people for us to make money and stuff, and then it just came and it hit, and it was a very confusing time. Up until, let me say, last year, August, September, that's when I decided to know I can't really have COVID push me back and stuff. Let me just produce content for Instagram, Facebook, all those things, and then also start teaching, because I had so many requests from parents that wanted their kids to learn. This can be an opportunity for me to capitalize on that and just really teach and give back to the community.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy discipline, man, to actually get involved like with the instrument, like any kind of instrument, really, or anything that really builds you as a person. It does require a lot of discipline, man.
A lot of discipline.
You think you lacked it once upon a time?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would. I did. I really did. Here and there, I did.
So tell me, I'm not a violinist. I don't have too many. Let's just say I'm not well read in that field. But for yourself, if I had to ask you, who were the people or musicians that inspired you to actually like take it on full force? Who comes to mind?
Okay, the funny thing is, it's not the person that I would relate to now is someone that is not a violinist or anything. It's Nasty C. Yeah,
I see on your Instagram you actually performed with him.
We worked I think 3 or 4 times.
Really?
Yeah, I did his Iverson tour when he came to Namibia for the first time.
I
opened the show for him.
That was dope.
The press conference, stuff like that. So with Nasty C, I've been following him ever since my high school days. And then you just see the amount of consistency and discipline that boy had. And then it was the exact same thing. I would look at his performances on YouTube, and I would see, I mean, you were nothing just a few years ago, and then now you're performing in front of thousands of people, and it's possible.
Yes,
it's really possible, and that always drove me. I was like, I need to, like Nasty C, I need to also just get there, perform for people. And then the first time it happened was the pop-up festival in I think 2019, 2018, where AK was here.
Yes,
that was the biggest show I ever played for. Like, there were thousands of people there, and then people are screaming, you can't hear your own violin, and I was just there like, this is what I was dreaming for. And it's a reality. Happening. So Nasty C would be one of those people. But when it comes to violinists, there's a lady called Enzima. She's from the US. She's also basically doing what I'm doing. Although they have a bigger population and stuff like that. But then it's basically the same thing, and I really love what she's doing. She's creating content, she's performing, she's teaching, she's inspiring, and it's what I want for Namibia as well. Yeah,
man. No, I support that dream, which is actually why I have you here. I actually want people to hear this and be like, yeah, let me try it out, because I tried piano. Yeah, I sucked. But I wouldn't mind going back again.
Yeah,
It's just I just didn't think I had the time or actually the skills. But I noticed once you apply something and you like really like it, just you get better at it. You don't have to be great, but you're definitely gonna get better at it. But I consider you an artist, right? And I always ask every artist that has come on the show, what is your dream collaboration? Because clearly you had, I think you already surpassed one already with Nasty C, right? But who would you love to work with in this era right now?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Beyonce appreciates musical instruments. Like you see all her live shows, and she would have thousands of violinists, cellists, pianists. The art, it's Beyonce, man. It's for me, it's gonna be Beyonce. Not even just to collaborate, just to play at one of her concerts alongside her. Like it'll be a dream.
Yeah, you can have all the bragging rights, man. Like, I played at Beyonce's concert. Exactly. What did you do?
It's definitely gonna be Beyonce. I love her, man. Like I really do. I love the shows, the live shows.
Yeah,
they're always on top of this world, and she always has violinists. In the Enzima girl, she also plays for Beyonce.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she did what was that thing? Coachella, I think, with Beyonce.
Was it when she also shot the documentary, the Homecoming or something?
Yeah, the Welcoming thing. Yes. They did all of that. Yeah, so it will be Beyonce.
Man, and what about here in Namibia?
Here in Namibia, I like working with upcoming artists. I played with Gaza, although we still we don't have a song and stuff.
Okay.
But we worked quite a lot of times in Swakopmund. We played alongside each other on one of his songs. But mostly, I really love working with people that are upcoming. We did a song with one of Why Not's artists called Yeza, Dominate. It was a very, very nice song. We recorded here in Windhoek, shot the music video in Valfes and stuff like that. And you can see how hungry these boys are. When they are hungry, they give it all their best.
That's
so
true.
When it comes to local, I really like working with people that are now also coming up and stuff.
So wait, Why Not is a label?
It's a label, yes, under Kalito.
Yeah. Okay, because I used to see the shirts
DJ Castro.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's them.
That's them, yes.
Wow.
No?
I honestly, I'm not too familiar with too many labels.
You should listen to Dominate. It's a very nice song.
No, I'm definitely listen to that. Hey man, that's amazing, man. Seems like you are living the life, to be honest.
We're trying to, man.
No, man, don't downplay it, man.
Yeah.
It's inspiring. It's also motivating at the same time, man. And I love seeing that, especially with Namibians, because I just feel like we don't even have that platform to build or even to big our people up. So what you're doing is definitely awesome.
It's really good.
Nah. Are you signed to anyone?
No, I'm not gonna sign anything.
You're not gonna.
I don't think I'll ever sign, unless it's a very, very nice deal. It will really, really open doors for me.
Yeah,
big doors. But then I'm not a fan of record labels.
Oh yeah, you actually. Okay, the episode will be up soon. We talked about being independent.
I'm really not a fan of record labels.
Yeah. Hey man, people sign some terrible deals, man.
Yes, definitely.
I don't understand it. It's a slave contract.
Yeah, it's a slave contract. Unless it's very, very outlined and it's nice, but I doubt I'm gonna do that. I really don't think so. I
think the fact that you have a good following on social media, you already have an audience, a core fan base, I believe. So I think you're doing fine. I don't think signing would be a bonus if it's to like distribute your stuff.
Exactly.
Honestly, but I think you're doing pretty good, man.
The plan was to do essay last year and this year, but then COVID happened.
So tell me, man. Oh, I think we probably already mentioned it, but your most memorable performance. Can you recall on it?
Besides the pop-up thing.
Yeah, besides the pop-up.
I think it would be weddings. Yeah, weddings are also quite emotional and stuff, especially when the bride walks down the church and you just look at. I don't even focus on the notes and the music anymore. I just focus on the audience. Like people weep, they're crying. The guy is here. He can't. He's not focusing. The bride herself is also. Do you understand? So it brings a different feel to just entrances. Me playing and then they're walking down and stuff. But one of the most memorable, like the biggest performance I think I ever experienced as a violinist would be the O&L 100 years. Old
they
Hava and list,
celebrated,
yes,
they all celebrated their
those guys
anniversary.
treated me like a king, man. I felt like I'm Jay-Z that came to Namibia or so. I mean, you get into the building. There's a car waiting for you. They take you into an hotel room where you have your waiting area. There's food. There's what. There are screens down there. You have earpieces that tell you, okay, you're up in what, and then they give you like a whole stage with a tuxedo. All those. Do you understand? So it's like A to Z. It's a whole production. It's like a movie.
Yeah.
And they're making you live that experience, and all you have to do is just go stand and play. Do you understand?
Something that you enjoy doing anyway.
Exactly. So that for me was like, I was like, wow. I was just like, wow. At the end of the day, when I went on my bed, I was like, wow. So this can actually be. This is reality for some people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
It's like how people respect you. They just respect your art, and that really means a lot.
No, it does.
Especially in the industry. If people respect you like that, it's very, very important. But you also have to show them, I mean, punctuality, professionalism,
yes,
all those things also play with it.
Yeah, because there's a tendency of just, when you're kind of like buddy with people, they kind of think to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, avoid that, guys.
Professional at some point and just tell them, okay, this and that. Then they'll know. Or definitely know.
Hey, man, how old are you?
23.
Shit, you have a long way to go, man. No, in the sense that there's so much for you out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just 23. Turning 24 this year.
Nah.
Yeah.
What? When?
August.
In August.
Yeah.
Ah, you're Leo too.
Virgo.
Oh, Virgo.
23 to the 23rd to something of September. Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Virgo.
I'm a Leo, man.
Ah, nice. I'm a Virgo.
Yeah, apparently we got issues. I don't know. Yeah, man. So I just want to talk about the school. Violin for kids?
Yeah, kiddies violin
violin
school, basically.
Tell me all about that, man. What exactly inspired you to even want to consider teaching people, or kids rather, in this situation?
When I was in high school, I taught at the Arts Performance Center for 5 years. So after school, that was like a whole. After school, you go back to APC, you teach, you get paid. Yeah. So the teaching thing is also within me, because when you go back to that school and then you find all the violinists that are there, I'm part and parcel of most of them. And it's something that really made me proud. And I was like, since so many parents really ask and they want their kids to learn, I didn't have time because of the whole performances and the studying from school and all those things.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so now that there's so much time, I was like, okay, let me just invest and then start teaching. So I decided to start off with the young ones, from the age of 5, because it's a very nice age to start playing a musical instrument.
Yeah, and they catch on quick.
Yeah, they're very fast in catching. Hoping that they'll
elevate.
project into something very, very big.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Because the thing is, look, Ronaldo, I have nothing against you, but I don't only want to see you as the violinist.
No, that's
true.
What I mean? It's true. Yeah, you need to come and then leave a mark and go.
I want to see them. I want to see more kids like that, but I feel like it's so much pressure on them right now because social media is a thing, and these kids are being discriminated just for finding themselves, man.
Yeah.
And I just hope they actually have the mental strength to actually deal with that shit, because man, it's a terrible time.
I know. I know. I really do know. Social media,
but it's worked to your advantage, man.
It has. It really has. Like, that's basically where all my marketing happens. I see social media is very powerful, guys. Like, people really need to use it for the right reasons, and it can take you far. It
really can. So you control everything.
Yeah, I run all my things.
Really?
Basically, I'm my own artist. I'm a manager on my own.
Yeah.
If I have a performance in the north, I would book my if I'm flying or if I'm driving, the rooms, practice sessions.
You don't have like a little personal assistant, someone just to aid you in these things?
I don't. I basically, that's what I'm saying. I can actually open my own label and start managing people.
Because you have the experience
I do have the No, I really do have the experience for it. I think I know what you need to go through as an artist, personally. So yeah.
Devin, I'd love to hear that. But apart from the violin, though, are there any other ventures you're planning on getting into? as far as business is concerned?
I'm basically studying right now.
What are you studying, man?
At the University of Namibia.
Okay, nice.
I'm doing IT. That would be okay. It's just for the sake of having a paper for me at the moment. But I really just want to venture into this whole violin thing. I'm hoping for my school to become something very, very big. The violin school now. We are in the process of opening an NGO in forms of a trust, so that we can try and get funding from different corporate companies that we played for and stuff like that. And hopefully also just get a few teachers that are based in the north that can play, and volunteers from Europe. I was there twice. So where? I was in Germany and Switzerland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
man.
I met quite a number of people that play the violin. I'm connected with them. And hopefully just have a nice establishment where we can have a community of violinists, young ones getting taught.
All kinds of instruments.
Yeah, all kinds actually.
Yeah, nah.
That's like my biggest dream, and I'm hoping for the next 5 years I can work onto that and then have it.
Man. Now dream big, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Dream big. Because even if it doesn't necessarily have to happen in the next 5 years. Just the process of getting there. That's what counts to me. That's what counts.
It really does. Yeah, but that's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, but you spoke about the NGO. Is that in the process, in the pipeline?
Yeah, it's in the pipeline. That because we want the donators, or let's say people that are going to sponsor the program, feel like they're really doing it to something that's very, very legit. I don't want to make it as a business thingy. I just want it to be volunteer based in terms of like kids can learn for free. They can get the instruments for free. The teachers are going to be paid by the organization and stuff like that. We don't want kids, and the biggest thing is, or my main aim is to captivate the kids from the informal settlements down there in Katutura.
Yes.
Those kids can't afford to even buy a violin. They don't even know what it sounds like. Now imagine we going there, getting 20, 30 kids and changing their lives. Because this instrument, it changed my life completely. Do you understand?
Yeah,
and I want the same experience for people like that.
Because I mean, they're not exposed to these things,
man.
Man.
At all. They invent it, but they are not. They're just there. So I mean,
and imagine these are just city kids. Imagine the ones now in the rural areas, like deep.
They don't even know what it looks like. They probably think, when you carry the violin, people think it's a gun.
You get that a lot.
They're like, what are you carrying? The security guards were like, what is in there? Open it. No, it's just an instrument. You understand? Man. So we just want to expose them to things like that, man.
Oh, wow.
And also that imagine having a program like that there in those informal settlements. You're taking the kids away from drugs, alcohol,
very true,
theft,
man.
what, keep them busy. And then hopefully also just groom them and then make them work there.
Exactly, hey?
You see?
It's a win-win for everybody at the end of the day.
It really is.
Man, I wish you the best, to be honest.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. But the NGO, man, look, if you need any assistance as far as, for those that don't know, I'm a designer. But I mean, if you need any help and any assistance as far as promotional content, by all means, let me know,
definitely,
man.
I will.
Yeah, this is actually what I built this my design business. This is why it's pretty much based on it. It's called Maverick Designs, right?
Okay.
So if anyone knows, some of you guys may know, but the word Maverick comes from someone who's just independent minded. The way you conduct yourself, the way you do things is unorthodox, but it's in the line of doing right. So I just felt like I wanted to cater to certain people like that, the same kind who just don't give a damn about what other people think. But the goal is to inspire, really. Yeah. So that's what I want.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely need help. So I'll make sure to keep an eye out for you as well.
Nah, I appreciate it. But other than that, man, any projects, any future project coming in?
We're hoping
in
to
the pipelines.
I want to produce content, my own content. Let's say like music and stuff. So we
on TikTok.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
No, not.
I don't know, man.
No. I'm talking about music.
Just music itself.
Let's have like an album or like an EP or something that we can just use. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're getting
to. That's what I'm working on as well.
Have you ever met Susie Aces?
We played many times.
Oh,
together.
Really?
Many times.
Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. That's a
Yeah,
dumb
we know
question.
we played so many times, weddings, events, a lot of times.
Have you guys ever considered collaborating on like an EP or something?
I think we should. We actually should.
I think
That's a great idea.
Guys, let me know in the comments what you guys will think about Ronaldo and Susie doing like a little EP just for us. Just come on, man. We don't have too many artists.
Yeah.
In your capacity, at least, that actually do these things. You never spoke about it. It never dawned on you.
We never actually did.
Huh.
That's a very, very nice. I'll pass it to her.
Yeah, but you guys, you have a good you already have a good relationship.
Yeah, we have a nice relationship actually.
So where did you guys play before?
We did RFA. Road Funds Administration.
Okay,
yeah, we did. I think a few weddings. We even did the Swakop Food Fest.
Wait, wasn't the Swakop Food Fest
December
cancelled? Oh
no, it was not.
Really?
Yeah, it was just postponed. It was initially supposed to be in September, I think.
Yeah.
And then they moved it to December.
Yeah,
we played there.
Oh.
Yeah, we played there. We did quite a lot of stuff, even birthday parties most of the times. Graduations, we always find ourselves there.
Oh, so just like wasn't necessarily planned. You just
not
like,
not always. Sometimes we're both just booked together.
No.
Yeah, and then we just go perform and stuff.
Alright. Well, look, I got the questions that I need to ask, so I'm just gonna get into the more personal kind of things, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, when you're not doing anything, when you're just on your free time, what does Ronaldo do in his free time? You know, when you're not playing the violin, what's your ideal easy day?
I'll probably be watching documentaries.
What can you into? What kind?
I'm into funny things, crime, detective.
I like that.
Those are the things I really. At the moment, I'm watching the FBI files.
It's never ending, man.
It never ends. They catch this guy, then there's another case here, and then there's another case. But it's fun and interesting. The interesting part about it is how they just managed to catch someone after 30 years or something. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like, oh man, okay. Like certain cases I understand where the DNA wasn't necessarily there, and then like 40 years later, I mean, that guy probably even forgot about what he did, you know?
So I would either do that or read books here and there. Not always. I used to a lot, but then I fell for documentaries more. Or be on my phone responding to social media comments, DMs.
Oh, you get a lot, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Do the ladies slide in your DM as well?
They do, but
oh man, they do.
But I think they know I'm cuffed. So what ladies they don't really.
So you let them know.
Excuse me.
You let them know already, like, hey,
yeah,
man.
they do. They know. But I don't say. But they see it. I mean, when you post your person and stuff, they should tell you, okay, this guy is taken.
I always had this theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
At first I used to think it was a female thing, but I realized it's like everybody.
I think
it's a thing of people like things they can't have, and they're gonna do whatever they can
to get it.
Yeah. And half of the time they're gonna mess up your life at the same time. So
just be careful, man. Be really careful.
You heard it here first. Be careful.
Be careful.
So how long have you been with your lady, man?
Close to 2 years now.
Close to 2 years. You guys met at school, probably?
Yeah, at school. We met at school.
Is she? What is she? Is she also a artist?
No, she's an academic, so to say.
She's one.
She's into the books. Like she's a scholar, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you are bringing flavor into her life.
Yeah. Something like that.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bash you. I'm just saying, you have an artist as a boyfriend, he's definitely gonna add flavor to your life for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, you spoke about books, man. What kind of books are you into?
Most of the time, South African writers.
Okay.
Also Namibian here.
How many? I'm not familiar with too many authors.
I'm not also that familiar with most of them.
One or two.
Yeah, but the book I'm currently reading is Black Text, so I just understand why we are wasting so much money on families and then feel bad about it.
It's a black culture. It's how we are.
And I people should really read. I think you get to understand why it's happening.
No? Yeah. Oh, that's what it pretty much elaborates on.
Yeah, it does. It really does. They give you so many scenarios from so many different stories, and then they just go summarize it for you. So it makes you understand why it's not wrong for you to give a cousin that is from 4 aunties away money, for example. Yeah.
That one's tricky. That one is tricky because you're gonna be labeled a bad guy when you don't help. But
it's true.
But I had an incident, right? This person got my number, so she texts me. It's a she, by the way. She texts me. She's like, "Hey, cuz." So the fact that she says that, I know we're related. So I'm like, okay, how you doing? It's all good. And the funny thing is, she ended up asking me, "Can you buy me a phone?" Normally, I don't mind, but it's like, I don't know you like that.
Oh, yeah, I see.
So how can you ask me such a question?
Yeah, just out of the blue.
Out of the blue, yeah. At least build a reputation, a relationship first.
Yes.
And then I'd be like, okay, yeah, maybe I can try and work some things out. But that right there is what kind of puts me in a weird space of, I don't want to help everybody, but only the ones that are close to me.
Those that are close to you.
And I guess that seems kind of unfair.
No, it's not. It's actually not.
I don't know.
Because they also speak about that in the book.
Really?
Yeah, they actually do speak about that. It's not unfair. I mean, it's people that are closest to you, people that you can manage to help and stuff. You should not feel bad or anything about it. But I'm just gonna say it basically depends on you as a person.
How you feel about it.
How you feel about it, how you feel about helping people that are close, people that are far. Yeah.
That sucks.
I know.
This is terrible.
No,
this is
terrible. Yeah.
But hey, man, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. What else? Man, labels. We spoke about labels. Do you have any interesting industry stories that you've experienced?
I don't think so.
Not too many.
Not too many. Not yet.
Not
they'll probably still come. Probably still come. But
still gonna come.
I think they're gonna come. I mean, with growth more.
Yeah, man, and you're young. You're fairly young, so it's on the way. But I just wanted to ask you. Ask basically every other person who operates in the industry. Do you feel like there's some kind of division amongst artists in Namibia? Like from what you just observed or heard, do you think there's some kind of division?
I think there is. I think there really is. Because firstly, we're a very, very small country. Yeah. You understand? Close to 2 million, 2.6, I think. And with that, having so many artists and stuff, there's a point where, and I've seen this a lot of times, where they clash. Especially at shows. You know, one thing that happened is this guy has a hit song. He has a hit song. He's supposed to perform his hit song later on in the evening. Let's say 2 sets away from you. Okay. Yeah, and then you as a DJ, you decide to play the hit song before. And I mean, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, you do.
You understand?
You do.
That basically divides. So in every industry, I'm certainly sure that there are divisions. And also in Namibia, there are. I mean, that was one crazy experience. That guy was not okay.
Who was it?
I don't want to mention names, but
no, don't mention his names.
He was not okay. He was not okay. I mean, that was his hit song. He was gonna perform it, but then now as a DJ, you perform it, and then everyone goes crazy. Yeah, so you understand. Yeah, and you're deliberately doing it. We know that you're doing it on purpose, but that's how it is.
Why would he do that though? You have one job. It's not
just don't play that song, man. People are already vibing with you.
So the DJ was told, like, hey, man.
You are supposed to know as a DJ that if the artist is on the lineup, you don't play his music. You don't. Only after he performs.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that this artist we're not gonna mention, he was just pissed off.
He was pissed, man. He was not okay. But he went on, he performed, and they still gave him the same vibe. So. Initially, but that's not supposed to happen. So yeah.
No, because I feel as though I've been saying it. I don't know if it's a clash of egos or is it a clash of personalities. It's just all over the place. Because at the end of the day, one thing I know for sure, especially with the upcoming that you always talk about, these guys create such amazing music. And a couple of singers I actually came across also forgot who they were, but I see they are more open to working with each other because they understand. Look, I'm good at this, you're good at that. Let's put it together.
Yeah.
And create something beautiful, right? But with these older guys, I don't know, man. They're supposed to be the ones
actually
setting
the example for.
And it's so sad they're not doing the same thing.
But I think that, like you said, ego. I think ego also plays a lot with it.
Yeah.
You know, when you feel like I'm a better producer. Sometimes it's really just your ego, man.
Yeah,
just need to humble yourself. Humility takes you far, man.
Very true.
Humility is
very true. A lot of people aren't humble at all, hey?
People are not. They are not humble. Especially once they start making money. Woo.
Yeah, hey. I always thought to myself, man, what's gonna happen when I make my first $1 million?
But I feel like if you are born with humility, and I'm just sure it's gonna carry on, man. Because money can't just change you like that. Okay, but I don't think so.
I mean, everyone has a different take on what money can do for you.
Yeah, that's true. But I believe personally, I don't think I'm gonna go crazy like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're down to earth already,
not even great people.
People do that, eh? Oh my goodness.
You'd find people like artists as well. You'll find them at a show. I mean, you found me there. I'm busy doing my tuning and stuff. But you want me to look at you first and probably greet you and stuff. I will. I don't mind. Yeah. But sometimes, I mean, you don't have to be that way. You really don't have to. People ask you for pictures. Yeah, you don't want no.
Yeah, that celebrity complex.
Yeah, man. That complex. Yeah. Once it gets to them, it really drives people crazy.
Oh, guys, we need to do better.
Yeah.
Because it, like you said, with such a small population, we're gonna come across each other at every other show, especially in this industry. Like, come on, man, do you really want to set the tone like that? But clearly, you've dealt with a lot.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Was that before they knew you were a violinist or after?
No, but I think it was after they knew. No, before also.
Yeah.
Before, mostly before. After it, not really. People will be there, will want pictures, or artists will greet you. Let's go there. Let's do this. What. It's not a problem. But before, you get to experience things like that.
Yeah, but that's a given. I guess they're still not sure about you, but yeah, we just need to do better.
Yeah, no,
that's all I can say.
Yeah, we definitely need to do better. It's crazy.
Industry stories.
Very crazy.
Hey man, look, I know you're gonna actually like 2:30, almost 2:30. Actually, it's past 2. I don't want to hold you too much, but the man has to go teach future stars how to play violin. So with that being said, Ronaldo, thank you so much for coming through, man.
It's a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I hope you become a reoccurring guest, man. Because I actually want to see how everything works out in the next couple of months.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely be reaching out. I'll be checking up on you if that's okay with you, just to see how everything's going, man. And hopefully I'll help you again.
Definitely make sure to pop in. Give you some stories again.
Yeah, this time. We're not gonna mention any names. We just want to hear what's going on, man. Yeah, I know time is of the essence right now. It's a shame, but I'm thankful that you even came through.
That's great, man. Thank you for having me once more.
Yeah, man. Hey guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, man. We got more coming for you. The visuals will be out soon, guys. I forgot to mention, we will be having visuals probably, I think after episode 6. We'll be having visuals for you guys. So everyone that's been bugging me about it, you guys are gonna finally get to see the space that we are operating in, and we're gonna have so much fun. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you guys subscribe, like, share. So yeah, man, stay tuned. Type of lifestyle that we living over here is not the same. People say they never gonna